Right here in New York City. I didn't do a lot of contents for you, and I'm going to show you. I'm doing a detail on my car. This car had given me a lot of hard work for the summer. All my speakers, everything being part of it. So we're going to show you what we're going to do here on Flatbush. You know, you're going to do the whole inside, right? You're gonna do the whole inside. You're gonna shampoo everything. Shampoo? Yeah. What you get? How much the shampoo? Everything inside? Yeah. 380. 380? Yeah, that's too much. Yeah. I'm gonna do it myself. Don't forget to check the channel, Godfrey Junction Broadcasting Media. If you want to get a good car wash, we have it down here for you. You know, another guy told me 150. I don't know why they say 380 for a car wash. That's too much money. Right here in New York City, Godfrey Junction Broadcasting Media, Elevate your brand. Good afternoon to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot coming over the next couple of months. We're putting things in place for you, right? Please, the best that you could do is to subscribe and also to put on the notification bell. So when I post the video, you're gonna know about it right away, all right? I'm here in New York City and live around the world. Godfrey Junction Broadcasting Media Incorporated LD Radio brand, and here with you. Trying to get this car clean. Been dirty for the past couple of months, so I'm trying to get it clean. How you doing, sir? How you doing, yeah? See if I could get a car.
It's gonna be 2178. Just be cash or card?
Card. I wanted to do a full detail, but he's saying 380.
380 for full, yeah, full detail includes, full shampoo. It takes a couple hours of work too.
Yeah.
Right now it is 12:15. Usually we like taking shampoos early in the morning.
Because it's a whole day process.
Yeah, it's a whole day process, and we want the customer to be as happy as possible. So it's a whole process. Shampoo, make everything nice and clean. We also want to give the car dry. We want to give the inside dry too. We don't want to give it wet, because then if you don't dry it properly, you can end up having mold and other, stuff you wouldn't want in the vehicle,
Yeah. What's the name of your company?
Zod's Car Wash.
Zod's Car Wash.
Zod's Car Wash and oil change. We do car wash, oil change, any other, detailing you need. We do interior shampoos, exterior buffing. Minor scratch removals if you need, oil change, anything.
Yeah, you say Italian. Is that, who owns the Italian company?
No, my cousins.
Oh,
okay. Yes.
Yeah, I know the other lady, but you said she was a worker, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
She used to own this business. It was two brothers and a mother. She used to own this business, but not anymore.
A mother?
Yeah, she used to call it two brothers. Two brothers that used to be here. But not anymore. They don't own this business.
Okay, so leave you in charge.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. They open 24/7 or?
No, we open every day 8:30 to 7, depending on the weather. So you did see Saturday, Sunday was raining. We had oil change open Saturday. Just oil change, no car wash, because of the rain. Of course, people are not going to come get a wash in the rain.
Okay. This is part of the business too, or?
Yeah. So this is.
So when you come to get a car wash, you can just get a massage.
A nice massage, and you got ATM machines, you got all your snacks, sodas, and everything. You have all air fresheners. Even look over there, you have all air fresheners over there. Whatever you need, we got it covered.
All right. So I'm here doing my car. So look at the address. You have a phone number you want to give out?
Yeah. It's all right here. So you see the receipt, it's all right here. It's called Zod's Car Wash and Oil Change. We located 2386 Flatbush Avenue. Phone number is 718-758-3533.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it. You give me my receipt already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, man. So I'll go back and see what this guy is doing there, Thanks again. Yeah. So we're here. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a walk down to King's Plaza because I'm not far from there, and see what's going on in King's Plaza. I'm gonna take a walk down there, see what's going on. You know. Got Johnson Broadcasting Media, LDD radio brand. All right, let's take a walk down to King's Plaza and see what's going on there. Get a phone back. I want to get a phone back. Hey, a car need a bottom. Sorry about the noise. You know, I put a lot of work in it this summer. Carry my equipment, and even though I have a U-Haul, the side of it very dirty. I think there's somebody that told me 150 for the detailed interior. I'm gonna look at that a little later and see if I can get it done. Johnson Broadcasting Media Incorporated LDD radio brand. I'm here with you this evening. It's a Monday here. I have a park day ahead of me. I gotta put a lot of my stuff back in storage, you know, my equipments. And I'm trying to move it out because what happened, I use it every day. So seeing as things slow down now, what I do, I use it once every Saturday. I want you to stay tuned to this channel. We'll be doing podcast coming up on Saturday where we bring in different businesses to talk about the business and, you know, things like that. So stay tuned for that right here. I'll take a walk a little bit lower down, you know. You got it, right? I'm gonna take a walk down the block a little bit. You can just park it there when you finish it.
How long is it gonna take?
Maybe 20 minutes. Yeah. All right. Dr. Johnson Broadcasting Media Incorporated LDD radio brand. So we're here on Flatbush Avenue and Avenue T. This is a very popular neighborhood. It's a neighborhood that is close to King's Plaza, right? I have a friend that have a furniture store. I don't feel like going that far because it's all the way down to Avenue U, right? So just going to show you a little bit of what it is here. Normally on a Monday, especially the beginning of the week, it's kind of slow a little bit. And if you notice, sometimes in Brooklyn, a lot of the smaller stores, they don't open on Monday. They start businesses on Tuesday because after a long weekend, we take a break, and sometime Monday usually be slow. So I guess a lot of them don't want to, you know, burn light for nothing, burn gas for nothing. So they open on Tuesday instead of Monday. A lot of small businesses. If you're a bigger business, you could afford to open whenever you want, right? Because most of these businesses out there, they have business credit. You know, they're not counting on these They are not counting on just the customers that come into the store to make ends meet because they could pay the bill ahead of time. But if you are a smaller business, you literally to keep the lights open is a work in progress. A lot of times, you pay your light bill, your gas bill, your worker by what you make over the week, right? So you're going like hand to mouth the same way you do like somebody working Monday to Friday to get paid. A lot of the businesses, they do the same thing. They pay the workers from what they make during the week, and whatever left out, they will pay the rent, they will pay gas, light, taxes, sanitation. So it's not easy, doing a business in this time. I was talking to my friend and he said to me, the fittest shall survive in Brooklyn right now, So he's saying the fittest shall survive because it's more Brooklyn now is more like a top-end city where everything is like mad expensive, rent, So a lot of small businesses, if they don't have their head together, they will go out of business. I mean, when I say small business, talking about beauty salon, barbershop, little daycare center, small medical, like small healthcare service, and so it's very difficult to maneuver Brooklyn now, especially the time that we live in. And one of the things that a lot of the business do, they don't have an advertising budget, and that's something that they need to look at in 2026. Moving forward, you have to have a budget for advertising. This is something that I know most corporations out there, most businesses out there, they have a budget, and sometimes they have millions of dollars. That's how the radio station make their money. Millions of dollars in advertising, right? And to cater for customer service and everything. How you doing? Right? So important that you have an advertising budget for yourself, for your business. You bring in customers, even though it's one customer you get out of it, it's good for you. I'm gonna stop real quick in Kings Plaza. I'm not gonna stay long, and then I'm gonna come back up. Good afternoon to you, Godfrey Johnson Broadcasting Media, LED radio brand right here in New York City and live around the world. Subscribe to the channel so whenever I post a video, you get it right away, all right? Put on the notification bell. So we at Avenue U and Kings Plaza, busy at the intersection. I'm gonna stop in Kings Plaza real quick because I gotta go back. The guy said give me 20 minutes. Over there. Again, one more time, good afternoon to you here in New York City, live around the world. Godfrey Johnson Broadcasting Media Incorporated, LED radio brand. A lot of the stores here also, there used to be there used to be a clothing store here, right here. See it board up, I guess they're gonna put another business there. Again, they out of business. Okay? So there is no place here in Brooklyn for people who do not have some kind of things in place, some kind of process in place in maneuvering your business here, especially as you move into 2026 in AI and other things. It's so important that you have, a business plan and a structure in place moving forward. You can't afford to run a business now without a structure or business plan in place. Another thing that is hurting a lot of the small businesses is the banks. A lot of the banks locally, they are not working with the small businesses in the community. For instance, I went to Bank of America one day in the week, and I didn't like the service that I got because it was more locally, a couple of blocks away my studio was. And then I went to another bank on Kings Highway, that's 17th Street. And when I do the transaction, I was about to walk away, she said to me, hey, do you know that you have an offer on Bank America for a credit card? Now, in the locally, the people that's in the bank, I don't know if it's familiar or what, they do not work with the small businesses. And sometimes it's not that they don't want to help you. So here in Kings Plaza, is sometimes what happens is a lot of the workers that's there, the manager, they themselves don't know that there are loans and credit cards that are available to the small businesses in the community. So now you're operating from behind, you know, rent to pay, mortgage to pay, you know, you have to take care of your kids, you have to take care of health insurance, sanitation, you know, buy groceries, buy this, buy that, and you're not getting the help from the same bank that you're working in. And like I said, sometimes it's not, so in Kings Plaza, I'll show you a little bit, it's not that the bank themselves don't want to help you, it's because the people in the bank are not trained on what's there for, you know, businesses. I was listening to a lady and she said, it's not the bank. You have to know and educate yourself and know what's there for you. You understand? Yeah, you have to educate yourself and they know what for you. So what you do, you go to the bank, you go to the person that's in charge, the underwriter in the bank, and say, look, I've been banking with you for almost 3 years. Could I get a credit card? Could I get a line of credit, if you don't mind, you know, because I've been banking with you for so long. I mean, that's something good. How you doing, man? You good? Yeah. You have my channel, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he says, you know, you whatever banks, whatever businesses that there, you speak to the underwriter in the bank and say, look, I've been banking with you for so long, almost 4 years, 5 years, and I'm putting money into my savings, into my checking. What kind of credit card can you give me as a business owner? Not only that, walk into the bank and ask to speak to the manager of the bank and ask to speak to the underwriter of the bank. There's something called underwriter. Sometimes the underwriter of the bank may not be in the bank. They might be in Florida. They might be in another state. Say, look, I'm looking for a line of credit for my business. All right, go to the bank. Do not just sit there and think there's nothing for you. All right? Go to the bank and speak to somebody in the bank. Because a lot of the time, like I said, they don't know that you have these sorts of things in place for you as a small business owner. Because your business are your live bread, your business are your baby at the end of the day. Okay, so you do whatever it takes to get your business going. So we're at Kings Plaza, and I'm here. I said to you a little earlier, I'm leaving my car there, washing, and I just want to share a little video, a little bit, here in New York City. At Kings Plaza, it's an Avenue U on Flatbush. I'm not going to, this video is not going to be long. Avenue U on Flatbush. Monday usually be slow, you know. On a weekend you will find more people here. You know. Still have some stores. We have Target, you know, Target, Hamilton Coat Factory, Prime, Max. So there's a lot of businesses that's still here. You know. I'm going to go upstairs a little bit, and then we'll be here. Good afternoon to you, Godfrey Johnson Broadcasting Media Incorporated LLD radio brand. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time with us right here. It's a Monday here in New York City. As always, thank you again so much. 929-340-1659. That's 929-340-1659. You want to get in touch with me anywhere in the world. Remember, we have a lot coming for you. You're going to like what we do with this channel. Show you Brooklyn in a different light. I want to say thanks to all those who reach out to me in the comment section. I truly appreciate it. I could not do this without you. Please share, subscribe, and put on the notification bell. So when I post a video, you get it right away. So we upstairs at Kings Plaza. All right, this is Kings Plaza. So Monday, like I said, Monday normally be slow. is where I buy my clothes most of the time, my suit. Anytime you see me with a suit, that's where I get it. It's very affordable, you know. We're going a little bit, see what they have here. See? Yeah. This is where I get my suits. Right here, sorry about the music. How are you doing today? You're on the phone. So if you want to get your suit and thing, you can come in here. We'll make this 30 minutes and then I'll get out of here. There's a Guess here. You can get this thing at Guess. There's a Dunkin' Donut over there. There's a Macy's here. Macy's on 2 floors, upstairs and downstairs. You know, if you normally, you know, you look at the malls in Brooklyn and it seems that it's pretty empty, you know, especially on weekday days. But normally on a weekend, it normally picked up. Like from Friday go back, it normally picked up, you know. So, but this is how it is right here. Attention Broadcasting Media. I was thinking of going to the city. We have Macy's here. I was thinking of going to the city. I have Old Navy over here. There's a T-Mobile down the block, so people want to get their phone done. All right. Got a rainbow on this floor. There's some nice drinks and so right here. So like I said to you, a lot of times you look and you may say, oh, this mall is empty. It's the beginning of the week. The kids is back to school. People at work. So normally at Thursday, Friday, go back Sunday, usually pick up. Malls are not what it used to be like before. Most people shop online. You know, so they buy their stuff online. So, you know, most time for people who just love coming out with their family, friends and family, they would you know, do something. You know what I'm working on for you? I'm working to do Fashion Week 2025. Fashion Week, I'm working to do that for you, so keep your fingers crossed, you know. All right. Got features in Broadcasting Media and Corporate LED Radio brand. Monday here in New York City. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time with us. Don't forget again to subscribe to the channel so when we post anything, you'll get it right away. I want to say thanks to all those who subscribe. We truly appreciate it. So I'm going to leave right about now. Make my exit out. You know. You got a Chase Bank. It's the only bank that they have here. You know. Johnson Broadcasting Media Incorporated LED Radio brand. Special good afternoon to you in New York City. Sight and Sounds of Brooklyn Kings Plaza. It's a beautiful building. some of the businesses that here. Take it from here. You have the B46, the B49. They all stop here. B46 and the B49 will take you wherever you want to go. It's a business here. So I'll make my way back, the way around. See, so many people this weekend was playing the lotto. Most people want to be billionaires, you know. And sometimes the best way to be a billionaire is to start a business, you know, believe in yourself. You know, I always say to you, if you're viewing this channel for the first time, when you're born into this world, God has given you a workload in your back, something that you could do even without going to school and get an education, because you understand that not everybody is going to have a master or bachelor degree. So when you were born, He gave you something that you could do in your life. And too many times we give it up just to find employment somewhere else, not knowing that if you put your mind to it and do it and never give up. When I started my business a couple of years ago, I would tell you this, a lot of people looking at these videos on YouTube, this is one of the hardest things that I've done in my life. And what makes it hard is a lot of times when you start a business, you start it thinking positive. You say, oh my God, my friends and family are going to be proud of me. People who know me are going to be proud of me. So you come in doing business with a kind of naive way of thinking and not knowing if it wasn't for strangers, you wouldn't be in business. And I know for people who looking at this for the first time could identify what I'm saying. If it wasn't for strangers, you would not be in business. I was talking to somebody that, I told them the same thing happened to me. I had my channel over 4 years ago and nobody subscribed. They knew I had a channel until strangers who never know me from around the world subscribe to my channel and comment on my channel. And so if you're counting most of the time on friends and family to support you in doing a business, out of luck, good luck for you. Because sometimes it's not that they don't want to help you, but familiarity brings content. And when people are familiar with you, they're gonna always see you one way. It doesn't matter if you change, and there's something that you have to fight through in your life. That's something I have to deal with. There are people, friends and family, who know me 30 years ago. It doesn't matter how I dress in 2025. It doesn't matter how I spoke. It doesn't matter what I've created. It doesn't matter what I've done. They're going to still see me as how they saw me 25, 30 years ago. You say, why? Because sometimes too, if they have to come back now and say, oh my God, you have grown so much. Right? If they have to come now and do it, it's a part of shame. So they rather continue, pretending that you're nothing, you haven't grown, you have done nothing in your life. But like I said to you, if you look at this video, just make sure you put it there and never give up. Never give up. Never give up. I used to go to businesses. I would leave my home at 10 in the morning, and then you go home at 6 o'clock. And every single business tell me no. Every single business tell me no, especially the businesses who look like me. They will say, no, I'm not interested, sir. Right? And sometimes what's bad about that, you lose your confidence. I mean, you know you're good at what you do. You know that you're building something. But the thing about no is like you lose confidence. It was about a month and a half ago. I was in the same King's Plaza. I was feeling unmotivated. I don't know why. I've been like that since May. Unmotivated. I know I have something that I have to do, but I just couldn't do it. And I sat in King's Plaza and I Googled how to regain your confidence, because I had tremendous confidence. I had so much confidence that people used to be jealous of me because they want to know how come I have the same 24 hours in the day. He have the same 24 hours in the day, and he accomplished so much. What makes him so unique? And that's when you know you're being successful. Right? So I was not motivated at all, and I'm sitting there and I Google how to become unstuck. I Google how to become motivated. And one of the things they said is to push through. When you don't feel like doing it, do it anyway. When you don't feel like going, go anyway. When they tell you no, go back tomorrow. You must get a yes. Right? But sometimes, like I said, we're human, and a lot of times we lose our confidence by just saying a no. And especially when you have people who know you, who in your mind, you sure they're going to support you. You sure 100%. And sometimes they're the one that discourage you the most. And so you have to push through the noise. So I get back at my location here, Dr. Johnson Broadcasting Media. I did so much this morning, you would not believe. You know, I had to go put my stuff back in the storage and other things. So remember, this channel is all about growth, inspiration, and this is channel for who out there that everybody tell you no. Those that never believe in you, family members that never believe in you, family member that you count on and they have thousands of dollars and would not give you a dollar. This channel is for you to let you know there's nothing you can do if you believe in yourself. And number two, which is very important, as I close this video, I want to share this with you. There's over 8 billion people in the world. 340 million people in the United States. Let's pause here for a minute. There are over 8 billion people in the world. 340 million people in the United States. Most of the time, we think locally, in our community, in our household, on our family member. When we know at the end of the day, if they didn't support you in 25 years, they're not going to support you in 25 days. So you have to move away from that. Sometimes you have to leave your community. Sometimes you have to leave where you are. Sometimes you have to leave your family and come back for them, because if you stay with your family, you're all going to go down together. There's nothing that you cannot do. And I'm a living example of it. So I'm going to go get a car. Have a nice day. May God keep you, protect you, and always please subscribe to the channel. I know this is, when I do this video, you're going to hear me talking a lot, because it's not just about the video, it's about inspiration. Did a good job. See? You did a good job. I want to show you. I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to show you something that I want you to take a look at. Thank you, bro.
Of course,
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
You have the key,
I'm gonna come back. The key. I have the key in my pocket.
No problem.
Thanks, right?
Yeah, of course, but
Appreciate it, man.
thank you.
Anytime. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me show you a little bit of something that I did. Yeah. Okay. Something that I did. I wanted to take a look at it. Okay. This is some of the businesses that I touched in Brooklyn. This is some of the businesses that I touched in Brooklyn. You've got to believe in yourself. I did this. This is for the kids. I did this for the kids. See? I did this right here. Alright? So, as I close up this video, have a beautiful day. May God truly bless you and protect you. Thank you.